and we're ready for another high school football game for you. A little bit earlier this morning, a little rough outside, and the last couple of days have been wet, but it has held up pretty well here, and conditions are good for tonight's game.
Yeah, early in the week, this game looked like it may get postponed, but the weather cooperated. The rain's pretty much stayed away later this afternoon, and the wind has died down as we get toward kickoff here, so it's actually a perfect night for football.
Not bad at all. We've been good for the last two anyways, and three. Don't know much about the team we're seeing tonight, the Algonquin football team.
Well, they're up a division. They play in A, but they're having not a bad year. Fitchburg's beaten them the last 2 years, both times here at Crocker Field. So this will be the third time they have played here. And the Blue Devils, the Red Raiders coming off a big win last week down in Marlboro to run their record at 2-2.
So is that basically the way our dynamic works here? You call the Raiders the Blue Devils, I call the Raiders the Falcons. Yeah. It's like there's four
we just make up a nickname.
Okay. Well, let's see what the Green Knights can do.
I continue to call WEIM to this day. I can't get it. I can't do it.
We should just buy like WEIM.com and redirect it to FATV.org.
My teacher, Mrs. Rayburn, told me that I had to write 100 things. WEIM. Not WEIM loves you. Which is a whole.
There's a Jack Raymond.
Old Ed Nesson, Ed Nestor, everybody.
Nestor, yes.
Remove your caps for the playing of our
national anthem coming your way.
Pittsburgh High School marching band.
Fitchburg High School football here on FATV from historic Crocker Field. Red Raiders getting ready to take on the Tomahawks of Algonquin Regional High School. I'm John Gugerty, joined, of course, by Dave Clark and Mike Flynn. And, guys, we want to give special thanks to our football underwriters who are bringing us all of the football games this season here on FATV. They include IC Federal Credit Union, find them 300 Bemis Road in Fitchburg, Romano's Market, 138 Harvard Street in Fitchburg, the Neshoba Valley Medical Center, 200 Groton Road in Ayer, Fitchburg State University on 160 Pearl Street in Fitchburg. There's also Red Apple Farm, 455 Highland Ave in Phillipston, the Grand Rental Station, 88 Mass Ave in Lunenburg, and North End Subaru Mazda, 757 Chase Road, also in Lunenburg. The list is getting longer and longer every week, isn't it, guys?
Well, that's good.
One guy that you want to watch tonight is number 3 for Algonquin. His name is Cassius Clay.
Well, he's just a junior. Next year he'll be Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Thank you for teeing me up for that.
The aftermath might be something, but that's okay.
Thomas Coffey looks to be kicking off. Actually, no, excuse me. That is John Fontecchio, senior offensive lineman, doing the kicking for the Tomahawks. Picked up about the 33-yard line. Not much of a return there, but good field position for the Raiders, Mike. They take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, they went with that kick that we saw out of Fitchburg for the last couple of years, that low squibber. So So Fitchburg, as you mentioned, gets a good starting spot at their own 33-yard line.
Montgomery Graham checking into the Fitchburg lineup. He is tonight's starter, wearing number 1. And we'll be talking about him quite a bit this evening.
Junior quarterback for the Raiders. He's got Anthony Oquendo and Devin Barasano in the backfield with him. And it will be Oquendo getting the first down carry straight up the middle. Big hole for him. He is finally wrapped up and brought down at midfield. Tom Jeffrion with the tackle, but not before Anthony Oquendo has the first of what may be many Fitchburg first downs.
It's a first down.
Yeah, we have seen Oquendo use that spin move a lot this year to get out of tackles, and he put it to use again there to get an extra 4 or 5 yards out of that carry out to midfield.
So one play and already the Raiders are at the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 right at the 50. They'll go from, looks like a broken eye formation. Strong man to the right side. And the fullback gets the carry. Just a simple dive up the middle. I think that was Barasano with the carry. Just a gain of a yard. Algonquin defense stood up pretty strong there, Dave.
Number 44.
Absolutely. Although there hasn't been a lot of scoring in this building the last couple of nights. Points have been at a minimum.
That's where Fitchburg has struggled all year is offensively. Had they scored some more points, they could easily be 4-0.
Yeah. Raiders come in with a 2-2 record. Graham looks to pass on 2nd down under pressure, and he is sacked. Brought down about 5-6 yards in the backfield. That's Mike McAvoy with the sack. You see him right there, number 53. It'll be 3rd down and about 13. We'll take a look at this one again.
5-step drop, but nobody to throw. No, that pocket just disintegrated really quickly.
Colin Wing got excellent penetration pretty much right off the snap. And then it was McAvoy who was able to make the sack. So the Raiders got about a 13-yard run on their first play. They need 13 yards here to get a first down. Graham from the pistol, 2 in the backfield. Running the option left, he will keep it himself. And there's really not much doing there. Well defended by the Tomahawks. Derek Blanchard running Graham down.
Try to get to that outside and just couldn't do it. Yes, Fitchburg State.
That's all right.
How did I slip that little Falcon graphic in?
I saw that, yeah. Now how much I enjoy that.
Tried to run the quarterback keeper, but the Algonquin's defense just strung that out. Graham had nowhere to cut it up inside and actually lost the yard in the play.
Well, we had the Falcon replay graphic, and now it will be Jovan Falcon kicking away for the Raiders. Returner for Tomahawk set up at about the 25-yard line. Falcon with a nice high end-over-end kick. Takes a bit of an Algonquin roll, and it will be marked dead at the 33-yard line.
Coaching staff for the Algonquin team. The head coach is Tyler Allen, Bill Griffin, and is the offensive coordinator. Mark Allen, we mentioned, the assistant head coach.
So we'll get our first look tonight at the Algonquin offense. Riley Greenwald is their quarterback. He's a sophomore. And Greenwald will hand off to the right. Absolutely nothing doing there, Dave.
It's Jesus Padilla, number 11, is going to knife his way in there and make the tackle. So gremlins, there's gremlins in the machinery tonight.
It's early days yet. We'll figure it out. 8:40 to go here in the first quarter. And it's 2nd down and 12 for Algonquin. Handoff goes to the left. Turns the corner, driven out of bounds. That's Rio Ferguson with the carry.
Well, this time he did get around the corner, and it cost him a bit more to the 40-yard line.
That was Oquendo. See him working both ways. You see that a lot in high school, obviously. Oquendo made the tackle there. And it would be third down and call it 4. A long 3. Single back formation for Algonquin. Fake the handoff and coming on the sweep. Diving forward, Cassius Clay the carry.
Just short at the 45-yard line.
He's short of the 40. Short of the 45, but across the line to gain, so that will be a first down for the Tomahawks.
Yeah, Fitchburg's going to have an opportunity to stop the player short. Cassius Clay short here, but watch the defensive back come up. He's going to miss the tackle.
Nice cut.
Ball is at the 45-yard line.
Clay falls forward to get the first down.
First down handoff straight up the middle. Couple of yards there for Ferguson. Algonquin running this very old school. I mean, back in Madden 94, they would call this the FAR formation. There's 2 men lined up in the backfield, one directly behind the quarterback, the other to his right. You can see it there. Now on 2nd down and 8, handoff Ferguson running left. The Raider defense is all over him. Angel Alejandro, Giovanni Marone in on the hit for the Raiders. Take a look at this one, Dave.
Good defensive penetration here by that Fitchburg defensive line. The Algonquin running back nowhere to go.
Haven't seen Algonquin go to the air yet, but now on 3rd down and 9, they pretty much have to. We'll see what kind of throwing arm we can expect out of the sophomore Riley Greenwald.
Well, certainly on their first number of plays, as you mentioned, they've lined up in the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust lineup.
Now they'll go shotgun. Greenwald back to pass, under pressure, rolling to his right, has to get rid of it, throws across the body, and it's incomplete. Pass was low, very well defended. Derek Blanchard, the intended receiver.
Derek Blanchard.
He was covered by Giovanni Marone.
Looking for a flag because with the outside official on the far side came running in to talk to the ref.
Pursuit on the play by Gianmarco Santiago.
Bill Griffin, the offensive coordinator, must have had his heart.
It's Tante Geronimo, the head coach. Red Raiders.
Fitchburg will decline the illegal shift penalty and bring up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
So now 4th and 9, Algonquin will kick it away. It's a very high, not terribly deep kick. Pretty dangerous for the Raiders. They got to get away from this. And it finally dies at about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, there were too many red shirts standing around there watching that ball.
And about the
It's a real danger on those short punts, Mike. You know, the guys running down intending to block for the returner may find the ball just landing right in their laps.
Yeah, well, usually there's a code word that the return man is supposed to scream out to get them to
You know, like fire or poison or something like that.
Get away from the ball, but not so bad on grass, but when you're on turf, that thing can go anywhere.
Raider offense back on the field, 1st and 10. Oquendo the carry, running to his right. Not much doing there. Pretty much all the action between the 30s thus far. Neither offense really mustering much.
Brought down by McAvoy, 53.
That is Mike McAvoy with the tackle once again.
Here on 2nd down, ball at the 35-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and let's call it 7 for the Raiders at their own 35. I formation behind Graham. And it's Oquendo the carry once again. Takes a step to his right, plunges forward. He's across the 40. Mark him down at the 39. It will be 3rd and 2. Dave?
I just want to mention, we talked with Coach Cosenza before the game. Coach had he talked about coaching his dad. His dad passed away over the weekend. So for a lot of those folks in the Pittsburgh community, certainly think about Coach Cosenza and his family.
Now, we certainly pass along our condolences to Coach Cosenza and the entire Cosenza family.
I think Coach, I think he mentioned it was 94. Wow, that's a nice year.
Ooh. 3rd down and 2, Oquendo the carry.
Oquendo again on the carry.
He might have gotten a yard, but as I said, he needed 2.
And again, Ferguson from the bottom of the
Like he had a good head of steam, and he just runs into a wall of white jerseys.
It's Aiden McKenna, number 14, who was in there spearing him down initially.
4th and 1.
Now 4th down and 1. Raider offense really hasn't gotten much going.
Not bringing the punt team out.
Now, I'm a gambler at heart. I say go for it. And it looks like they agree. Montgomery Graham back out. Always the chance he might just have a hard count, try to draw him off. And whistles kill the play.
Too much time.
I'm going to guess that Algonquin called timeout before the snap.
You know what? Graham had a pretty big hole for the QB sneak there. I wonder if Taylor Allen saw that as well and said, oh, crud, we better call timeout or we're just going to give them this 1st down.
He must have great eyes to see that from on ground level in the middle of the pack.
All right, fair point.
Unless he's got some aerial view.
Well, they got coaches upstairs.
Yeah. Usually you can hear them.
Yeah, they would be screaming, timeout, coach, timeout, timeout. So Algonquin burns the first of their 3, and once again, new rules this season. It is only 3 timeouts in the first half. Just heard a thank God from Sean Sweeney here in the press box. Sentiments are shared by us all.
Algonquin team kind of had a rough road getting here today with the traffic and mess that they usually.
I don't know what it was like coming from Northborough, but I'll tell you, coming from Springfield, it sucked. 4th and 1, Raiders come back out in the I formation. Graham might run that sneak again. No, he'll hand it off for Oquendo running to his left. He plunges forward. He is brought down short, I think.
Waiting for the spot.
It looks like the spot is right at the 42-yard line.
There's a Leslie on the tackle.
Take a look at it again.
And maybe we're bringing up the chance.
Spot is right on the 42-yard line.
Really don't like short yardage, giving the ball to that tailback 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it was a pretty generous spot. I'm going to say
I think
he
so
got
too.
it.
Yeah, I think where they put the ball, he's going to get it.
Yeah.
I didn't think he got to the 42 when I saw it in live action. Yep, 1st down.
Half a yard. By half a yard.
And it is a 1st down for the Raiders, so they will keep the ball. 4th down gamble pays off.
Ball spotted at
If we're in the NFL, we might see a challenge flag here for the spot. But
That's well, if it was the NFL, we'd have more than one camera showing you that was definitely short. But
and I'd be making a hell of a lot more money. I know.
that's true. I tell you what, Mike, let's add 5 zeros to your paycheck
every
right
year.
now.
I got so many zeros added at the end of my paycheck now. But then I have to wear a tie. That's no good.
No. Drawbacks and everything.
That would do it for me, too.
Oquendo the carry on 1st down. He's across the 45, still on his feet into the 2nd level, into Tomahawk territory, dragged down at the 40-yard line. Will Paglia with the tackle, but not before Anthony Oquendo has his biggest run of the night.
Pittsburgh's going to take advantage of that nice spot for the 1st down as Oquendo picks his way through the Algonquin defense and gets the ball all the way into Tomahawk territory at the 40-yard line.
Nice run.
18 yards and another Raider 1st down. Fitchburg on the move, now 1st and 10 at the Algonquin 40. There's Anthony Oquendo, the man who had the 1st down. He's in the backfield once again. He gets the carry once again, straight up the middle, now bounces it left. Gets a couple, but he's finally brought down. Tom Jeffrey on Nicolesi, bringing him down for Algonquin.
Well, Algonquin definitely stacking the box. They're expecting Fitchburg to run the ball. There's no safety in the middle. They have man-to-man coverage on the outside. For Fitchburg, maybe take a shot here one of these times on early downs.
This offense for the Raiders very much runs through Anthony Oquendo.
Yeah, they got 9 guys in the box and man-to-man on the outside.
And Oquendo gets, no, keeper. Graham keeps it.
Nice
Cuts
cut.
upfield. Brought down
On the keeper.
after a gain of about 7, and you can see there Montgomery Graham is hobbling off the field.
Ooh.
Saw him grabbing at his left leg.
I thought it was a hamstring. Let's-
Take a look at it again here.
Yard line is third down.
You might have heard it here at the end here. We see when he stretched to make that extra yard.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, grabbed his ankle now.
Tom Jeffrion was basically wrapped around his lower left leg.
Looked okay though when he ran back in the huddle after getting the play on the sideline.
Yeah.
3rd and short again.
3rd and a yard. Graham will go under center. And off Oquendo running left. Dragged down in the backfield. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Second time this drive, it'll be 4th and 1.
Before he makes the tackle. No gain on the play. Should be 4th
Moved a
down.
little bit.
Once again, the Raiders
That's
will
another.
have
That's
4
another
yards.
generous spot.
That one, yeah.
And
The other one I thought was better.
so we saw Fitchburg come out, run a QB sneak that got negated by a timeout. They did a handoff to the tailback, pick up a 1st down. This time Graham plunges forward, gets tackled by his own man and pushed forward. He needed to get to the 30. It looks like the spot will give him the 1st down.
Spot for this one.
On 2nd and 3rd effort because on the initial surge, the center got pushed right back into him. And he gets nowhere to start this play.
A little push in the back.
The old push behind by the fullback.
The 1st and 10.
Devin Barasano just pushing his quarterback forward. Barely enough for another 1st down. 2 4th down conversions on this drive.
Gets the ball at the 30.
Drive that has eaten up a lot of this 1st quarter as well.
Here in the 1st quarter.
5:36 and counting on this drive for the Raiders. Montgomery Graham will go from the shotgun here on 1st down. Wants to throw right, nothing there. Wants to keep it, now he's going to toss it over the middle. That pass is, incomplete. Donovan DeLeon had his hands on it, but then it was A.J. Ryan who knocked it away. Mike, this was a very interesting play here.
They were looking for the quick hit to the outside. It's not there. And then he keeps the play alive. The old jump pass. And he's open over the middle. Just can't make the grab.
Graham got basically nothing on that throw. My apologies, it was actually Will Paglia who knocked the ball loose.
Haven't seen the jump pass since Bobby Douglas with the Chicago Bears. How's that?
There was a lineman for the Kansas City Chiefs who threw a touchdown
Yes,
like
I
that
remember
like 2
that.
years ago. Oquendo, the 2nd down carry, picks up about 4.
Has he got no timeouts left?
It's the end of the 1st quarter. The Raiders were.
That's okay.
That's all right.
Whoop-de-doo. My fault.
That's all right.
Along with some help.
It only feels like
Trying to
the end
move
of
the game
first
along.
half.
Moving the game along.
It seemed as though we were at a nice pace here.
That'd be great. 15 minutes for a half. That'd be great.
Got a little help from Wing there on that tackle.
That will, in fact, take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1st quarter, excuse me. He wants it to be the end of the 1st half. I want it to be the end of the 3rd
I'm going to get my car. The game's over. See you, boys. Good night, everybody.
So it has been an efficient 1st quarter is a good word for it. Thank you, Sean Sweeney, for that. It's also been a back and forth affair. Neither offense really doing too much, but the Red Raiders are in the middle of what has been a pretty productive drive.
Oh, they ran a lot of plays and a couple of 4th down conversions in this drive to keep it alive. But you got to cash them in.
Yeah, and it is. You know, these teams are all under 10 points a game. 10 points every 10 minutes. You know, it hasn't been a real threat to the goal yet, has it?
Not yet.
This will be the deepest penetration, and that's the Algonquin 26.
And with this, ground-focused offense for Fitchburg High, it's been getting those 26 yards might be quite the challenge.
They got They've got some big kids over on that side. Big size and numbers.
Well, they are regional schools, so they draw bodies from a lot of places.
Hey, beautiful. I like that. Save that.
Now 3rd down and 6. Graham rolling to his right. Looks to throw under pressure. Gets it off wide open. Pass is caught at the
5-yard
12.
line.
It's Donovan DeLeon with the catch and run. It's a Raider 1st down.
That was a nice job by Montgomery Graham to keep that play alive.
Yeah.
And that allowed Donovan DeLeon to become open
There it is.
at the end of this play. It's a tough throw, rolling right as a left-handed quarterback. Gets the shoulder square, just a little dump pass over the middle.
It is down at the 10.
Saw a couple
Down
of
to the 5.
we saw a couple of tomahawks come up. I think they might have thought Graham crossed to the line of scrimmage, but he had not.
No, he's down at the 5-yard line.
Now 1st and goal from the 5. Oquendo straight up the
He's in.
middle into the 2nd level. He's close to the goal line. He is in. Touchdown Raiders. There is a flag on the play, and we will perhaps temper our celebration.
Backfield on the offense. 5 yards. Still 1st down.
Too many men in the backfield for Fitchburg High. That will negate the touchdown, make it 1st and goal from the 11 or 12-yard line.
6 points. Ball moved back to the 11.
Coach Bergeron not happy. DiGeronimo, my apologies. Take a look at it here. I think it might have been number 54, the right tackle, lined up just a little too far back.
All right, so then I'm going to say, how come the official on the far other side threw the flag if it's 54?
I have no idea. Oquendo takes it up.
I didn't see anybody off the line of scrimmage there to throw a flag, especially on his side.
It's just a gain of about a yard. It will be 2nd down and goal. Try that trap running to the left side, and really not much doing there. Mike McAvoy and Rio Ferguson with the hit. Now 2nd down and goal. Graham from the pistol, quick hitter to the left side is complete. DeLeon is dragged backwards. Nick Alessi with the tackle. Tom DiGeronimo's offense is going the wrong way.
On the coverage.
Dave, what happened here?
Ugly, whatever happened. There it is. The far side. Trying to shake it, man, and
3rd and goal.
trying to go uphill, but
There was a lot of shaking, but no bacon.
Graham was there. He's the guy that's down.
13-yard line.
On that last play, comes in now for another shot here at 3rd down.
So 3rd down and goal.
Still 0-0.
Oquendo, the lone man in the backfield. Raiders with 3 receivers. Graham under pressure, rolling to his right. He will throw. Pass is caught, but he is well short of the end zone. Just a gain of a couple. That is Brian Rivera with the catch, but not what the Raider offense needed.
That's tough. They had 6, and
No gain on the play, brings up 4th and goal.
Remember, Fitchburg's got a pretty good kicker here.
they do. The wind is still.
3 yards. Good jump. Nice spotter up here in the booth.
Will be a 26-yard field goal attempt.
Get it?
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah. Wow.
The kick is
We had illegal procedure. Motion on the offense. 5 yards. Still 4th down.
And to do it twice.
Well, this time was there was a mix-up on personnel as somebody came running onto the field really late.
Jesus Padilla was trotting toward the line of scrimmage. He wasn't even like hurrying. I don't know if there was miscommunication with the holder and the center, if The play clock ran down. You see it here. Padilla's number 11 running toward the line of scrimmage at the snap.
This is not Canada. You cannot do that.
No. So that negates the field goal. Now it will be a 31-yard attempt. Snap is down, kick is up. It is hooking left, and it is short.
Wow.
So after all that, the Raiders had a touchdown taken off the board, then they had a field goal taken off the board, and they get nothing.
In the first half.
I guess it could be a work. That word, terrible. But no, that was pretty pretty rotten series there at the end.
Well, we've seen Fitchburg shoot themselves in the foot numerous times in this early part of the season, and again, that's 10 points that came off the board.
Yeah.
Before the Algonquin offense takes over on downs, we also want to thank our special football underwriters once again. They include IC Federal Credit Union, North End Subaru Mazda, Romano's Market, Grand Rental Station, the Neshoba Valley Medical Center, Red Apple Farm, and of course Fitchburg State University. So Algonquin takes over after the missed field goal, 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Play action fake, rolling to his right, throwing to his right. That pass is caught. It's going to be a first down and a little bit more. There's a flag down on the play.
Late flag.
For now, it is a catch and a first down for Pedro Ribeiro, but we will check the fouls.
It's maybe 2 separate flags, one on each.
Ribeiro on the reception.
Officials have been busy so far tonight.
In the air. See what
It's
they
off to
need.
a pretty good start, and it didn't seem to be that
We have a
much.
blindside block on the offense. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Blindside block. I did not know the signal for that one, so
There you go. See,
right there.
yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Gain the reception.
I think they got Derek Blanchard for it, number 20.
15 yards.
That used to be a fun play if you were playing the game, is you could unload on somebody who didn't see you coming, but taking that play out of the game. So instead of a big gain,
It'll be 1st and 13.
Ball at the 20. First and
Down in
13.
distance you don't see too often. We duck under 8.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Direct snap to one of the running backs. This is Ferguson with the carry. Tomahawks with a bit of a wrinkle.
The 23, maybe?
It's about right, 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
5. Miguel Torres.
little wildcat direct snap. Pittsburgh does a good job, strings it out. Get 5 yards on the play, maybe even 6.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 now, a bit more manageable for the Tomahawks. And they still have Rio Ferguson lined up at quarterback. Takes it himself, this time going up the middle, sheds one tackle, sheds another, and is finally brought down by a man who doesn't have a hat anymore. Gio Maroney with the tackle, and he will head to the sideline, get his equipment looked at.
Yeah, it's automatic. If your helmet comes off, you have to come out for one play. Almost had him in the backfield there, almost got him with a horse collar. You see the headless helmet rolling across the field.
Saw one of the Raiders dive on the helmet like it was a loose football.
It's a little painful though. If you
3rd and 5, Greenwald back in for the Tomahawks. He will roll right, he will throw right. That pass is high and through the hands of his intended receiver. Believe he was trying to hit Derek Blanchard.
Blanchard, the intended receiver on the play.
It will be 4th down. So, Dave, the Tomahawks didn't have much success on offense. They run that wildcat formation a couple of times. They wind up still having to kick it away, though.
Yeah, they were looking for something like that and executed it pretty well. It looked like they were going in, and it didn't happen. Going to kick it away.
Plenty of pressure. Algonquin manages to get it off, picked off on a bounce by the Raiders. Breaking tackles, flags are down, all sorts of flags.
Another flag.
You get a flag.
Every
You get
official has thrown a flag.
It's a five flagger.
Where's Oprah?
You get a flag.
There are 4 striped shirts and 4 penalty flags on the field. Every official saw something bad on that play. And we have an injured Tomahawk player as well.
And now that you're on TV, you might not want to.
So it was a heck of a play, even outside of all of the fouls.
Well, the punter did a nice job to start with. That he looked up and it saw if he went straight ahead and kicked it, it would have been blocked. But he stepped aside, hit that low roller.
We had 2 fouls on the return team during the play. We had a blindside block on number 58, and we had a block in the back on the return team. The block in the black will be assessed. It is first down.
So we'll take a look at this one again. See the pressure there. Great job just getting the kick away. But again, with these short, crazy punts, weird things can happen. So you had a blindside block. That's right there.
You can see it right there. If we had a yellow circle, we could put it right there. Yep.
Once again, we need the telestrator.
We were supposed to get those.
I'm going to bring a yellow crayon and just do it right on the screen.
John Madden Excelsior 295. It was not in the budget, and we move on.
You're on the board. You set the budget.
In some ways.
1st and 10 Raiders at their own 45-yard line. Montgomery Graham still in there at quarterback. Hands it off to Anthony Oquendo, who has been the Raider offense. And number 7 gets 7. We'll call it 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, nice little run right up the middle. Boom.
It's 2nd and 4.
That's where Fitchburg wants to be. 2nd and 3rd and short, not in 3rd and long. Wendell just beats the line and right up the middle with some good blocking back in Algonquin territory.
They marked him down at the 49-yard line of the Tomahawk, so it'll actually be 2nd down and 4. Graham hands off to Oquendo.
I think he got a little last little. I think he got it.
I think he's about a yard short.
Yeah, they're gonna mark him short.
He needed to get right to the 45.
I'm going to stay with it.
Saw him stretch forward, reach out for it. He had Chris Oknos wrapped around him. And it will be 3rd down and a yard.
Well, Fitchburg's going to dominate time of possession here in the first half, but still got a big 0 up there on next to their name.
3rd and 1 for the Raiders. Twin receivers to the far side, but it is Anthony Oquendo getting the carry, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten back to it. Devin Montgomery, the junior D lineman, with the tackle.
He dangerously sticks the ball out at the end of this play, trying to stretch for the first down, but they marked it where his knee was, and he actually lost about a half a yard.
So for the 3rd time today, the Raiders face 4th and 1. They were 2 for 2 on their last drive.
Barely 2 for 2.
Barely 2 for 2. I think they averaged 1.1 yards on those 4th down plays. How deep does the 4th and 1 playbook go? This time the fullback, Belisano, straight up the middle. He's got the first down. He will be dragged backward.
He did not get a good...
They're going to give him forward progress, move the chains. First down, Raiders.
That's a break for the other two that they missed.
Initially didn't have it, but good 2nd and 3rd effort to keep driving those legs.
You are correct.
Spins out to his right, winds up backing the ball up just across the 45-yard line to the Tomahawk 44 with 4:44 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Pitch to the left, running backwards in the wrong direction. Finally dragged down for a loss of a couple of yards. Duncan Poitras with the carry. Guys, I believe that is the first time I've called Duncan Poitras' name, the sophomore running back.
Oh, only a sophomore.
Oh, nearly.
Not much doing at all, well contained.
Just a bunch of white shirts as he ran down the line. No way to cut it back up. Algonquin's defense had that one sniffed out from the beginning.
It was Derek Blanchard who finally brought it down, but there were a whole gang of Tomahawk players there. It'll be second down and a long 12. Is there such a thing as a long 12? It's second and 12. This time Graham fakes the pitch, keeps it himself. Gets good yardage, but is dragged down after a gain of about 7 or 8. Make it a very manageable third down play. It's a good play design here, Mike.
Fake the toss to the outside, gets the defense to react to it. Finds a little hole and gets it up to the 40.
Ryan Carmody and John Fontecchio finally brought him down. And it will be third down and 5. Raiders need to get just inside the 35-yard line to move the chains again. Handoff Oquendo straight up the middle. Second effort plunging forward will bring up what else?
Guess
fourth
what?
and 1. How many plays do the Raiders have for 4th and 1?
Well, they've used the tailback, they've used the quarterback, and they used the fullback, and they all barely got what they needed for first downs.
One of these times they're going to like play fake and go for the end zone, right?
That'd be a gutsy call, but they'll have man-to-man coverage. It's just I don't think they'll do that.
Well, neither do I, but you know.
I think they're going to run the clock down here and take a timeout and talk about it.
Raiders do have their full complement of 3, although it will shortly be 2. Touchdown, timeout, not touchdown, for the Raiders. 2:08 to play here in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to remind you folks for the first time tonight that this is a doubleheader weekend here on FATV. We will be back tomorrow for Fitchburg State University football. Dan Bullock and myself will have the call. So we look forward to seeing everybody there. Always fun calling games at Elliott Field.
Where's that going to be tomorrow?
And it's going to be at Elliott Field. As with nearly all Fitchburg State home games, I'm sure they've played some elsewhere since Elliott's been built.
Boy, if I got a comment on Hi, how are you?
I think they've played them all there since they put the new turf surface in.
Right.
They before that they used to struggle with that field, and
That field was terrible. The old Elliott Field.
the old Elliott Field was not in.
mess.
That was a mess.
The worst ever in this area. Plenty of stories coming up in the second half. Names will be used.
4th down and 1, and Fitchburg takes another timeout. You can do that?
Apparently you can. I didn't see a flag. But that's not good when you come out of a 60-second timeout and you immediately line up wrong.
And you wind up taking another timeout.
Yeah.
You can see there Fitchburg now with just 1 remaining here in this first half. Algonquin has 2. And, you know, if they get the ball back here, 2 minutes, 2 timeouts, they could put something together. Tomahawks will receive the kickoff as well to start the third quarter. But there is still the matter of 4th down for Fitchburg here. It is 4th and a long 1. They need to get across the 35-yard line.
Well, they got on the jump, I think.
And I think Algonquin jumped across the line.
Offsides, defense. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
All right.
So that's the 4th play in the playbook for 4th and 1.
Use 2 timeouts to get them to jump. That's it.
Hey, it worked. Just that little flinch. We've seen it a few times this season, even though nobody on the Raiders side moved.
We saw it kill Fitchburg a couple of games ago.
He's in the neutral zone. That stops the play. Blow the whistles, throw the flags, and in this case, it gives the Raiders a first down. Now set up at the Tomahawk 32. Graham hands off to Oquendo. Into the second level, breaking tackles. The ball is loose. It is fallen on by the Tomahawks at the 16-yard line. Algonquin forces the turnover 1 play later than expected. Will Paglia, the man who fell on it. What happened here, Mike?
Well, unfortunately, after a good run, picking his way through the Algonquin defense,
Get out of the way.
he just lost the handle. Somebody just stripped it out of there.
He had Derek Blanchard wrapped around him, and Will Paglia, Paggy on the spot.
Sometimes you try to get that extra yard, and it costs you, and I think that's what happened.
So now Algonquin gets the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 16. Back to pass, under pressure, setting up the screen to the far side. It's complete, plenty of yardage in front of him. Breaking tackles across the 40-yard line. Rio Ferguson with the first down for Algonquin. It's the biggest Tomahawk offensive play of the night.
Now, they set this up pretty good. They let Fitchburg come in on the quarterback and had a big wall out in front of Ferguson, who rumbles it all the way out to the 42.
Troy Montgomery, John Fontecchio doing the blocking for him. Now on first down, under pressure and sacked. Brought down in the backfield. Colin Dudek with the sack. This time Greenwald rolls to his left, nothing there. He sees Dudek, he tries to get away from Dudek. He cannot avoid Dudek. He is sacked. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Clock continues to roll. Fake the screen, pumps left, now looks left.
Take a shot
Under
at him.
pressure, breaking free. Finally tosses the ball to his running back. Flags fly as Ferguson is thrown out of bounds.
A little schoolyard play there.
I don't think that one was designed
No,
to
I don't-
wind up
I
in the
don't-
hands of Rio Ferguson.
Like an old Brett Favre play.
Raider
Takes these guys a long time to communicate what the penalties are here.
We had face mask defense, number
What number was
8.
that?
15-yard penalty, first down. Boys.
Dylan Arojo guilty of the face mask. Arujo, my apologies.
Yep, there it is. Yep, he grabbed it.
Got his hand on the face mask. You can also see him dragging Ferguson down.
And it wasn't on. It wasn't.
Was remarkable improvisation by Riley Greenwald getting the ball into the hands of Ferguson. Now on first down, a designed pass falls incomplete. Crowd here at Crocker thought for a second it might have been a live ball, but to the naked eye, Dave, I think that's the right call. That was a forward pass.
Yeah, I think so, and it would have been worse had that the field been picked up.
There's the face mask.
Manicured.
There's the face mask right there.
Yeah, that's pretty cut and dried.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Doing the Linda Blair. I think that's yep.
Oh wow, just a season.
Now 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Algonquin at the Raider 45. Greenwald back to pass, rolling to his right. He throws across his body. Pass is caught. Derek Blanchard with the catch. It's a gain of about 8. Clock continues to roll. Tomahawks do have 1 timeout. 2 timeouts, excuse me. I was looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. It'll be 3rd down and about 2. Greenwald immediately under pressure. Avoids 2 men. He's going to tiptoe up the sideline and finally step out of bounds. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Greenwald makes something out of nothing.
Immediately under pressure. Flush him to the far sidelines, and now he starts a little tiptoe, but he stepped out of bounds way back.
Oh, he was out of bounds before he even started moving up the sideline. It winds up a loss of 6 yards.
Not only does Fitchburg get about 6 yards backwards, and they also got a couple of seconds extra run off the clock.
Sam Robichaux broke through. Now on 4th and 8, Algonquin will go for it because why the heck not? They need to get just inside the Raider 35. You can see the chains there.
Now they're going to delay a game.
Delay a game, offense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
And now it'll be 4th and 13, and that may influence the decision-making process just a little bit.
Once again.
If you're Taylor Allen right now, you got to wonder, can my offense pick up a 4th and 13? Am I worried about what happens if I give the Raiders the ball back around midfield with 30 seconds and a timeout?
I don't think so. I think they'll try something safe here. They may run that screen again.
Screen pass did pick up a big chunk on the first play of this drive. Pass over the middle is caught. That's going to be a first down for the Tomahawks. Derek Blanchard with the catch. It's a gain of about 20. Timeout, stop the clock, 23.2 to play. This is just a 3-step drop from the shotgun and a bullet over the middle.
Plenty of red jerseys, but the Algonquin receiver found a soft spot down the middle of the field, that being Derek Blanchard.
Gets to the Raider 29-yard line, 23.2 seconds. Guys, given the kickoff we saw from Algonquin, I think it is safe to say they are not going to attempt a field goal on this drive.
Unless they were hiding their kicker. Yes, I agree. There's an end zone look at that last play. There's Blanchard finding a nice little soft spot right in the middle of the field.
It was a very well thrown ball. We have not seen Riley Greenwald go to the air a lot. Might be something Algonquin could look to incorporate into the second half.
He's kind of been under siege the couple of times he dropped back earlier in this drive.
Trips receivers to the far side, actually 4 to the right side for Greenwald, who rolls right. He will throw. That pass is caught. About the 16-yard line. It's Blanchard again. And stop the clock with 14.8 seconds to play.
Derek Blanchard. And it's a first down.
Half roll out to the right.
Seconds left. And
Squares up, throws a nice pass on the run. It's Blanchard again. And Algonquin will take their last timeout, I believe.
Riley Greenwald now 5 out of 8 throwing today for Algonquin. Big thanks once again, Sean Sweeney, providing live stats for us here in the press box.
Monterey Oil, North End Subaru, and Mazda.
As he always does when he's here.
Cue cards? What was that?
Research Results Incorporated.
So 15 seconds to go, 15 yards. Time for 2 shots to the end zone, I'd say, right?
I would think they'd have to, because if you get tackled inside the field of play and they don't get a first down, I don't think they can get another play off.
No, if there's a sack or a completion in a tackle, you're not running up and spiking the ball. Maybe you try to get out of bounds, but Greenwald's got the arm to get it there. I think they just take a couple shots.
Wind is starting to pick up again.
Ferguson goes in motion. Greenwald under pressure, rolls to his left. He's got 3 Raiders. He throws left. That pass is caught at the 1 and diving out of bounds, but not in the end zone. Nick Alessi with the catch. He knocked over the pylon stepping out, but the ball never crossed the plane.
Fails to break the plane. 7 seconds left. Ball is.
Oh boy, Mike.
That's a tough throw, running that side and squaring up your shoulders, and Alessi just couldn't get in the end zone. They're going to spot him just outside the goal line, so they're going to get 1 shot here probably.
That play ran 8 of the 15 seconds off the clock. Algonquin has 7 seconds left, and they are pulling their quarterback off the field. Rio Ferguson will take the snap. Runs to his right. He is under pressure. He is tackled. He is short of the line. We will go to the locker rooms tied. A fantastic stop. Dylan Arujo and Peter Rivera bringing him down inches away, Mike, from the end zone.
Well, that's a big stop, because that would have been a real kicker for the Red Raiders if they give them a touchdown at the end of the half after pretty much dominating time of possession here in the first half.
Giovanni Marone was there as well. A big stop by the Raider defense.
Give that a rest for the rest of the night.
They had a little bit of success with that wildcat play, and I realized it was at the 1 yard line. How do you pull your quarterback after some of the throws that Riley Greenwald made on that drive?
Oh, the ball was almost touching the goal line. I mean, I don't know why you would run a wildcat where the running back, again, he's 8 or 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He had a long way to go to get to the goal line.
Dave Clark, final thoughts as we head to halftime.
I now remember how, the beginning, I always said at the beginning of the basketball game. No, football game. My football. You're going to have to bear with me. I sound like that country Jimmy Duck.
Pure pork. That's some sausage.
We talked in the pregame about certain people and, how we've only played this team a matter of, 3 or 4 times we've had it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the reason why. And the reason was their coach did not do a good job. And this is not really good coaching, is it?
I didn't like that call at all.
No. He was that far out.
Give the ball to the quarterback and let him sneak it.
Honestly,
Yes.
we've seen this play thousands of times, at the NFL level, but really at any level. Quarterback gets under center, takes the snap, jumps forward, and holds the ball out. All you have to do is break the
He was
play.
a big guy. I mean, he's a good tall guy. And I also remember what else did I win that day? I won something.
You won something?
Yes.
I have no idea.
They had a raft of a football field.
Oh, that was like 100 years ago.
That's right. That's exactly correct. 100 years ago to the day.
That was like 1980. You won a football for the 50-50.
Well, that maybe explains the condition that I'm in today.
All right, as we see if we can get Dave some 50-50 raffle tickets for the second half.
You can win some cash tonight if you win.
I don't think that's going to happen.
We will take the halftime break. Don't go anywhere, folks. It has been an exciting first half of football, and there is more to come. It's Fitchburg High football at Crocker Field, right here on FATV.
Outstanding. Pittsburgh High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 50-50 number here, so grab your tickets, take a look, see. You might be our winner tonight. Here's the 50-50 number.
We are back here at historic Crocker Field. You can see it is 0-0 Fitchburg and Algonquin at the half, and we want to thank our special football underwriters for 2019 here on FATV.
All right, here we go. IC Credit Union, 300 Bemis Road in Fitchburg. North End Subaru Mazda, 757 Chase Road in Lunenburg. Romano's Market, 138 Harvard Street in Fitchburg. Grand Rental Station. I knew I was going to do that.
It's not Grand Central
Yes,
Station.
I know it isn't. I read it right there on the paper. Grand Rental Station, 88 Massachusetts Ave in Lunenburg. The Neshoba Valley Medical Center, 200 Groton Road in Air. Red Apple Farm, 455 Highland Ave in Phillipston. And Fitchburg State University, 160 Pearl Street in Fitchburg.
Beautiful.
How's that?
That's excellent.
And now we got some highlights of the first half.
Oh, great. Let's
coming
see
up.
if we can talk through these here and let's swing in the alphabet. Here it is.
So this was the play that gave Algonquin the ball right at the end of the half, that fumble by Oquendo, and then they had this big screen pass, gave them plenty of momentum. Then it all fell apart at the end.
They drove the ball all the way down the field in less than 2 minutes. And first and goal at the 1 with 7 seconds to go, no timeouts, and they can't punch it in.
This was a heck of a throw right here, just out of bounds at the 1 yard line, and then this curious play call. The last play of the half coming up just short. No points.
Looks like
for
the old
Algonquin.
Seattle and the Patriots a little bit
A little
there.
bit of that. A little bit of the Tennessee Titans, St. Louis Rams Super Bowl. You remember that one? Andre Dyson. Second half is underway. The kickoff
Ball is loose.
Still loose.
Still open. Finally fallen on.
I don't know if he didn't signal anything.
I think Algonquin's got it. I saw Derek Blanchard diving in there. And it is Derek Blanchard who comes out of it with the football. Nearly a disaster on the kickoff there.
We've seen Fitchburg use that kick all year long where they just drop it right outside the hash mark. And Algonquin almost didn't get on top of that ball.
So adventures in kicking all over the place. The Raiders had a missed field goal after a couple of penalties backed them up. A couple of punts nearly went to the wrong side. Now Algonquin lucky to maintain possession. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Play fake. Riley Greenwald will roll to his right and throw. Pass is caught. Blanchard with the catch. Very close to the line to gain. I think they're going to spot him at the 35. Call it 2nd down and 1.
A pretty good pick up there.
Well, on the plays Fitchburg has gotten pressure on the quarterback. They've done a nice job. When they don't get pressure on him, Blanchard seems to get open every play.
On the 36.
And again here, he's open.
Especially going to the right.
Now 2nd down. Pedro Ribeiro with the tackle carry, looking to turn the corner. Flag comes down as he's hit.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Gio Moroni.
Late hit, hard hit,
A pretty nice hit.
vicious hit. Take your pick.
And we got a flag
I don't think that was the flag, though. I think it was a hold, maybe.
Okay. We'll wait and
Block
see.
in the back on the offense. 10 yards. Repeat 2nd down.
So an illegal block in the back indicated against the Tomahawks will negate the 1st down play. We'll see if we can spot it here.
I think it's on 77, I think. Yep.
Well, that's a block in the back.
23-yard line.
It's pretty obvious John Fontecchio had a pretty good half both sides of the ball in the first half, but he is guilty of the block in the back there. He'll set up at right guard, try to make amends. Second down and 13. Pitch goes to Cassius Clay, running to the right side, trying to float like a butterfly, but he is stung like a bee. Brought down in the backfield, Dylan Arujo.
You must have been working that for months.
I've been sitting on it all night.
Tackled by number 25.
You look more like
Mo from
Chuck.
the suit.
You look more like Chuck
Oh,
Wepner
wow.
on that one.
Andy looked like Mark Sampras.
Miguel Torres grabbed him by the leg. Dylan Arujo did the rest. It's a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 15 for the Tomahawks. Play fake. Greenwald sets up the screen near side. He's got it across the initial line of scrimmage.
Kind of a
Not
late
much
hit,
more than
but
that.
they're going to let it go.
Torres making the tackle.
Torres made the tackle. It's a good gain of about 8, but unfortunately they needed more than that.
Ball on the 31.
Now Algonquin will kick it away.
And it looks like the kicking team's coming in.
Remember the last punt, Fitchburg got excellent pressure. Forced the kicker to kind of do a little sidestep to get the ball away.
Gonna kick it from around the 20, 25-yard line. Kick is away.
It's a good high spiraling kick. Fair catch called for and made. Don't think we've shouted him out yet. That's Coleman Hostage doing the punting for Algonquin. Has a very nice kick there.
That snap took forever to get back there.
That ball's going to be
He's hurting his knee, too. He's kind of flexing his knee. But apparently he is going to stay in.
That's Brian Rivera, number 20. One of the receivers for the Raiders. Pretty quiet first half for really everyone involved in the Raider passing game. Off the top of my head, I can't remember a completed pass.
Yeah, they hit one down. They got
They
the
hit
ball
one
down
for like
inside
2
the
yards.
10-yard line that set up the negated touchdown.
Ball's loose
wow.
again.
Oh,
Quendo coughed it up here. And I think the Tomahawks fell on it once more.
recovers.
oh, wow.
We have to remind people in the press box that we are live.
Yes.
Devin Barasano falls on it for Fitchburg.
No cucky words.
Loses the Red Raiders a few yards.
We have had quite enough of language on FATV in the past 48 hours. Thank you very much.
Second and about 14 thereabouts. 9:15
Guess
in the
he had
first quarter to play.
I guess he had it for a little while.
It's like he never put it away. He tried to get it up inside and just popped right out.
Tom Jeffrion has got to be kicking himself. That ball hit him right in the hands, and he was unable to fall on it. Fitchburg able to recover. Even if they don't get a first down and just kick it away, still a huge swing in this tight, scoreless game. Now pump fake pass is incomplete. Latrell Body, the intended receiver, pass was a little low.
And Bodie able to come up with it. Maybe second down.
Got timing out. Bodie and Montgomery Graham not on the same page on that route.
We saw Montgomery Graham with the pump fake, and then he tried to hit Body on the slant. Pass was a little low. Nothing Body could do about that one. Now the Raiders face 3rd and 14. They were 1 out of 7 on 3rd downs in the first half. Graham back to pass, under pressure, gets it away. Pass is high and incomplete. Brian Rivera was the intended target, was just a little overthrown. Rivera, one of the smaller men on the field for Fitchburg High. A couple inches too short there.
Bringing up 4th down.
He's got him over the middle, but the ball just sailed high. As you can see, he's wide open.
I think maybe if Rivera had taken another step or two rather than jumping for that ball, it might have come out differently, but very difficult play to hit. The Raiders were unable to do so. Now Javon Falcon will kick it away. It's a high, short kick. Bounces and takes a Raider roll. It'll be marked dead at the Algonquin 39.
Is down at about the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, both teams had one really good chance in the first half, both with 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. Neither one able to capitalize.
Well, Fitchburg did capitalize, but a flag procedure penalty brought it back, and then another procedure finally took the field goal off the board. And we saw there at the highlight package, Algonquin came up just shy of the goal line right before.
There's downtown Fitchburg right there.
That is a heck of a shot. It's a beautiful evening here.
There is a bell. Reverse, fumble.
First down, ball is loose as Algonquin tries the reverse. Got the ball in the hands of Shane Stevens, who couldn't hang on to it. Take a look at this one again.
Covered by Shane Stevens. And tackled by Jesus Padilla.
Algonquin really likes this wildcat formation with Ferguson taking the snaps. They had a little bit of success with it the first time, but I think the Raider defense has identified that they are not going to throw the ball with Ferguson taking the snap. They're just crowding the line. It's a loss of 10 yards. It's now 2nd down and 20. Greenwald sets up the pass over the middle. Plenty of blocking. He's across the initial line. He's got a first down and more into Raider territory across the 40-yard line. Derek Blanchard has been the favored receiver for Riley Greenwald all night. He has another big first down there.
Not before Algonquin picks up the first down.
Use that screen play again. Couple of missed tackles, 2, 3, 4. Well, he's finally brought down at the Red Raider 40-yard line.
Derek Blanchard is a senior for this Algonquin team. He has been a big focal point for them on offense. Makes up for that 10-yard loss. Tomahawks now have it 1st and 10 at the Raider 40. Run the option right. Greenwald keeps it himself. Cuts up field, and he'll be wrapped up after a gain of about 3.
Greenwald on the right side.
Designed run right from the get-go for Greenwald.
I think he's got Cassius Clay right there. I think Greenwald had the choice of whether or not he wanted to pitch it to him. Decided to keep it himself. He's only able to get 3 yards. Now 2nd down and 7. Clay is in the backfield. Motion to the near side. Greenwald will roll left. Sets, fires long, high, incomplete. Well overthrown.
Tempted to. He kind of grabbed that flag like he was ready to file it, but no, he said, we'll let this one go.
There was definitely contact there. Tom Jeffreyon was the intended receiver.
I think he might have ruled that ball uncatchable because that ball was well overthrown.
It was definitely, it would have been a Herculean effort, let's say.
He would have had to be Elastic Man to catch that.
That too. We'll take a look at it again. Pass has plenty of zip on it, but you can see there it's
There was
high.
contact, but that ball's 7 or 8 yards overthrown.
Now 3rd down, Greenwald throws long over the middle, high and incomplete again.
Well, he throws a good ball there, doesn't he? Wow. I don't
Throws
think
a strong ball. He hasn't thrown an accurate ball on his last 2 passes. Was trying to hit Blanchard there.
Yeah, he really overthrew his favorite target here. That ball, he tried to throw it hard, it just sailed on him.
But you're right, Dave. I've been surprised at the arm strength from Greenwald. We saw really the first 2 possessions, Algonquin doing everything they could to avoid having the quarterback throw it.
Well, maybe they might play field position here, but they're going to go for it on 4th down.
4th and 8 for the Tomahawks. They need to get just inside the 30. Greenwald will roll right and throw that way, and it is high and incomplete.
I'm telling you, that's, I mean, good heavens.
If Riley Greenwald was a camera operator, my advice to him would be tilt down just a little bit.
Half roll again. He really, again, tries to throw the ball way too hard. That ball just sails a mile out of bounds. Gets Fitchburg.
How many times do you just have to run the ball? He was doing very well going down there, and then all of a sudden, seems to have hold on for a second here. Was it delay here or something, Commissioner, or what?
Raiders take over. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. A couple of guys in the shotgun with Montgomery Graham. Kendo gets the carry. He's across the 45 and across midfield into Tomahawk territory. Move the chains for a Fitchburg first down.
Mike Blanchard for the first down. Derek Blanchard.
Anthony Okendo has been pretty much the entire offense for Fitchburg High tonight.
Pretty much.
But if it ain't broke, and on rare occasions for the Raiders this evening, it has not in fact been broke. Anthony Okendo now up 17 carries for 83 yards on the evening. Correction, 84. It's not like Sean Sweeney had said that 2 seconds before I started talking. Enough time for me to forget the stat completely. Fake pitch. Graham will keep it himself.
He stole my line.
Plunges forward, gains about 4 yards. Now, boys, settle down. Only one of you has a microphone. It's not a fair fight.
2nd and 6.
Little fake there.
This time, Fitchburg. Seen that once from them tonight. They fake the pitch, and then Graham keeps it himself. This time it's just a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Raiders at the Tomahawk 45. Okendo and Barisano in the backfield, and it will be Okendo with the carry. He spins forward, might have gotten
Still
three.
short by a yard. At least from our venue.
Momentum gets him pretty close.
Runs headlong into a wall of Tomahawks there. It's a miracle he didn't get any appendages cut off.
At the 41, it's going to be
Pretty generous spot. Gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 2. Raiders need to get to the 29-yard line.
Folks.
Pretty decent contingent from Algonquin here with us tonight.
That's the other side.
Raiders having trouble getting to the line. They finally do so. Okendo gets the carry. Nothing there. Cuts right. Plunges forward. He's got a first down. Move the chains with 3:46 to play in this third quarter. The Raiders are on the move. It is first down once again.
Actually converted the 3rd down this time. Fourth down's been their big down. Quendo with a nice picking his way through. I believe they're actually 4 for 4, Mr. Sweeney, but
Well, they had a penalty for one.
that's still a conversion.
That doesn't count. No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
does.
No,
Well, how's it get to be from 3rd down to 1st down?
there was a penalty.
Yeah, it's still a conversion.
No.
Oh, check the book.
First and 10 Raiders. Graham under pressure, rolls to his left. Good job getting away, and he just tosses the ball. No one there, and the flag comes in. Are they actually going to call intentional grounding? Oh my goodness.
We had intentional grounding offense. 5 yards from the spot of the foul, loss of down. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
They actually called it intentional grounding. I'm flabbergasted.
Usually they're pretty lenient about. I'm not sure the high school rule about the tackle box thing. So
There was, there was nobody wearing a red shirt
no, there
in
was
that area.
nobody on that side except for a couple of the coaches on the other side.
It's going to be 2nd
As Algonquin's colors are the same as Fitchburg's, pretty much.
So I am suddenly confused. The referee, it must have been 5 yards from the spot of the foul. I'm less confused.
Yep.
2nd down and 23 now for the Raiders at midfield. Okendo straight up the middle, and he gets about 5 yards.
What's he doing?
Quendo on the carry.
Throwing haymakers at number 78 there.
Moves the ball to the 46.
Not much doing here, Mike.
It's going to be 3rd and 19.
That's been the offense tonight. Is give it to number 7.
No, 65, but that's okay.
Up to 20 carries on the night for Okendo. He's flirting with the 100-yard mark. He will probably get there. Probably won't get it on this play. 3rd down and 19 for the Raiders. Graham rolling right.
Get rid of it.
Gets rid of it, passes high, but it is caught. DeLeon with the catch. He's across the 30, very close to the line to gain. They will move the chains. First down, Raiders.
Donovan with a nice catch.
And that tough roll to the right. And again, you have to square those shoulders up. Not a thing of beauty, but on the mark. DeLeon with the catch. Gains 19 on the play. Gets an all-important Red Raider first down.
If it hasn't been Akendo on the ground, it's been DeLeon through the air. First down handoff, Okendo gets absolutely nothing. That's Chris Aknos with the tackle. He came in basically unblocked, had the snap timed. See, Okendo is in trouble from the moment he takes the football.
That big number 58 was right there in the backfield, almost there to take the handoff. He was there so quickly.
Aknos is a senior.
At the 36.
Call it a loss of 3. It is now 2nd and 13. Raiders need to get to the Tomahawk 17 for another first down.
Winding down the last moments of the
1:23 left.
third.
Graham has trips receivers to his left, but he fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. 3 Tomahawks in front of him. The ball is loose, but Graham falls on it. Just a loss of a couple.
Graham on the keeper.
I can't blame you, Coach. I feel the exact same thing, and I'm not even on the team.
Now they ran the bootleg. The ball gets ripped out, and fortunately for Fitchburg, it landed in the one place where Graham could get back on top of it.
Tom Jeffrion was the one who pulled it out. Now 3rd and 15. Montgomery Graham 3 out of 6 passing on the day. He will roll to his left here. Throws toward the sideline. DeLeon is there. Pass is overthrown and incomplete. DeLeon tried to make a one-handed catch to stay in bounds, but he was unable to do so.
Incomplete. He's up 4th down.
Had the space.
Surprisingly, that wide open. Graham just couldn't drop it in there to him on the sideline.
He had the space. Pass was just a little bit overthrown.
The Red Raiders surprisingly going to bring out the punt team.
It's 4th and 13. You have a chance to pin the Tomahawks deep. 2 points could win this game, guys. You never know. Falcons kick is away. It's going to bounce in the field of play. And it is stopped. Very close. Stopped at the 2-yard line. I think they're going to mark it maybe the 3. Fantastic punt by Jovan Falcon and incredible coverage by the Raiders. Now Algonquin is backed all the way up at their own 3-yard line.
A little surprised the punt returner there didn't get over there and kind of fake the fair catch kind of thing.
Yeah, you could see there was a
keep all the Red Raider people away. But
yeah,
he let him go. Okay, go ahead, down the ball.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
1st and 10 at the 3. Riley Greenwald under center. They hand it off to the fullback. I think he lost a couple. They're going to spot him down at the 1-yard line. And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter, guys. They will come all the way down the other side of the field. That'll give us plenty of time to thank our special football underwriters for FATV's coverage of high school and college football. They include Fitchburg State University. Find them on 160 Pearl Street in Fitchburg. Red Apple Farm, 455 Highland Ave in Phillipston. Neshoba Valley Medical Center, 200 Groton Road in Air. Grand Rental Station, 88 Mass Ave in Lunenburg. Romano's Market, 138 Harvard Street in Fitchburg. North End Subaru Mazda, 757 Chase Road, Lunenburg. And of course, IC Federal Credit Union, 300 Bemis Road in Fitchburg. So, Mike, this is an absolutely critical series for the Raider defense. Even if they don't get the safety, they could get the ball back with excellent field position.
You would like to make Algonquin punt it out of their own end zone at this point, but it's been quite a long time since we've seen a nothing ball game going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
We do know somebody will have to score eventually.
Theoretically. Are there ties in high school football?
No, there are no ties.
Okay, so someone's going to score at some point.
Somebody will win this game.
We hope. We assume.
Before midnight, yes.
Hopefully before midnight. 2nd and 11 for the Tomahawks. Much more importantly, they're inside their 1 and they run a pitch.
Oh, they had him too.
Whoa,
Oh, he's got to get out of the end zone. He does. Rio Ferguson, very lucky to get out of the end zone with the ball. Spot him at the 1. But that is 1 critical yard for the Tomahawks. Mike, they had him.
Wow, they want to toss sweep in the end zone.
Jeez,
They had it like, they put it right on the platter and they said, here, take a safety. Fitchburg said, we decline.
Colin Dudek had him dead to rights, but Ferguson was able to get away. So now it is 3rd and 13, let's say, but the ball's at the 1. Ferguson and Clay in the backfield. Play action, under pressure. Greenwald gets rid of it. It's a jump ball, and it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Nick Alessi. And now, guys, a special teams unit for Algonquin that has been under pressure all night will have to kick the ball away.
We should get something out of this.
Another shot in the end zone. And
Yep.
well, we've seen a couple of punts tonight. The snap from center has taken a long time to get back to the punter.
Jamarco Santiago got his hands on Greenwald right after the play fake. Now Coleman Hostage will have to get rid of this ball. He does. It's going to bounce at about the 20, picked up on the run. It's across the 15 to the 10. Plunging forward, he is in. Touchdown, Raiders! Brian Rivera, a 25-yard punt return, gives the Raiders their first points of the game and a 6-0 lead.
I was scanning around to make sure, no flags.
We'll take a look at this one
I hope
again.
so, yeah.
Yep. Picked it up on the hop, breaks 1 tackle, and then has a nice wall right down the right side. Nice block there by
Miguel Torres, the key block, setting the edge. Brian Rivera with the 25-yard touchdown return. Extra point is up, and it is good. Raiders lead 7-0. Take it away, Mr. Touchdown.
Mr. Touchdown.
7-0 lead for the Red
I
Raiders.
think he was going to come out of the band tonight.
Right. Oh, there it is, okay.
I'm going to give my microphone to Mr. Sweeney. He's singing along. He will not be on The Voice.
So with 1 punt return, Fitchburg has their first points of the night. A 7-0 lead, 10:59 to play here in the fourth quarter. Algonquin's offense really had no chance on that last drive. It all comes back to that punt by Jovan Falcon and the excellent job by Dylan Arujo to make sure it didn't get in the end zone. The special teams unit for Fitchburg should be credited on both sides with that touchdown.
Yep, they set it up. See if they use that angled kickoff again.
Kamasana's kick is away. It is toward the sideline. Picked up at about the 12-yard line.
Nice tackle.
Spun down. Shane Stevens had absolutely nothing doing there.
That ball is shut down.
It's Miguel Torres again, the guy who had the big block on the punt return. He made the tackle.
So don't Algonquin will take over here.
Take a look at it again.
7-0.
Torres 25 comes in.
Started on the 17-yard line.
A lot
Nice
of
open
lateral running on that.
It's just a great open field tackle by Miguel Torres. Raider defense got a big 3-and-out last drive. They were looking to make another stop here. Algonquin has it 1st and 10 at their own 17. Play fake, try the jet sweep to Clay. He is German suplexed down after a gain of about 4.
Sure wasn't a Russian suplex.
No.
German.
No. There's no Russian suplex. What are you kidding? The Russians have leg sweeps.
Ivan Koloff never had a suplex.
I mean, I'm sure he threw suplexes, but there's no such thing as a Russian suplex.
Very disappointed with my staff.
What, are you trying to order a white Russian up here? Can I get one?
We can drink on the air? I think that's against MIAA rules.
We won't tell him. 2nd down, Greenwald play action. And he is sacked. Gio Maroney with the final hit. I think he was initially assaulted by Jamarco Santiago.
Yeah, somebody teed him up here for Maroney.
He gets away from Santiago, but he cannot avoid Maroney.
Ken Baroni?
Apparently.
So it will be 3rd down and about 13. Algonquin's at their own 14-yard line.
Hit him with a pizza.
Their offense has been going backward their last 2 possessions.
3rd down play coming up. 13 to go here.
Greenwald takes the snap, rolls left, under pressure again, gets rid of it. The pass is low, and it is ruled incomplete. Tom Jeffreyon was there, and he's not happy.
Sorry, we can't go to replay there, Tom.
The officials certainly can't.
We can. Maybe.
The Raiders got another 3rd down stop there. Algonquin will kick it away. At least they have the full field with which to work, but even that hasn't been a guarantee. Coleman Hostage sets up at his own goal line. And we get whistles before the play. Miguel Torres was trying to jump the snap, and he went just a little too soon.
Offside, defense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
So now it'll be 4th and 8 after the offside penalty. Back everything up just 5 yards. Brian Rivera will pitch camp at about his own 45-yard line. Hostage's punt is away. Fair catch called for and made. Rivera had plenty of grass in front of him, chose to make the fair catch. Red Raider offense comes out onto the field. Chance to run down a lot of the 9 minutes remaining in this game. Got to think, Mike, if they get it in the end zone here, this game is over.
Well, with the lack of offense, yeah.
Fitchburg has it 1st and 10 at the Algonquin 48-yard line. There is a new quarterback for Fitchburg. This is Tyler Brassard, the sophomore. Hands it off to Oquendo straight up the middle.
Pile.
Correction, Brassard is a freshman taking snaps. Brassard. This is what I get for not having a pronunciation yet.
Picks up about 3 on the play, or Oquendo.
Looking for
So 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 45.
Montgomery Graham on the sideline.
He's got his helmet
He's
off.
over here. He's over here to the right, but he doesn't have his hat.
Looks like he might have something on his right wrist, maybe an ice pack. Brassard keeps on 2nd down. I don't think that was the design. Plunges forward, might have gained a yard.
So Fitchburg, who already lost Luis Alorando, their starting tailback in the first game, he's out for the year.
That was a big one, big loss.
Yep.
Ball at the 44.
think they were trying to hand it off to Barasano running to his right, but Barasano didn't get the message. He ran behind the quarterback, almost set up a trap block to the left. Broussard was able to pick up a yard, and it will now be 3rd down. 3rd and 6 for Fitchburg. Oquendo the carry. He plunges forward and gets a couple.
On the carry.
Well short of the 1st down. And there is an injured Raider. This is Dylan Arujo.
It'll be 4th down. On the 42-yard line.
We'll take a look at this one. Squeamish folks may want to look away. Right there.
Oh, the old rollover. Oops.
Was nothing Dylan Arujo could do about that one.
No.
That's harsh.
Yeah, John Fontecchio, the defensive lineman for Algonquin, got blocked down into his back.
He just stood up and started walking, so
Well, he's
that'd be a good sign there.
Not great, but it's that could have been a lot worse.
We'll check it out, see what it looks like.
Obviously, we wish him all the best. Does not look like a good situation for Dylan Arujo, one of the captains for this Fitchburg Raider team. He's a senior, plays a big role on both sides of the ball. Goes down with an injury to his right knee here.
As they say on Sundays, he's questionable to return.
But there is the matter of a football game still to play. It is 4th down and 4, and this snap bounces. Falcon has got to try to make something happen. He gets back across midfield into Tomahawk territory.
Well, the bad snap, and then Falcon kind of panicked a bit. He had time to pick that up and kick it.
So Algonquin now with the ball at the 47.
Falcon, it could have gone a lot worse once Falcon started taking off and running with the ball. It goes down in the books as a loss of about 6 yards. Sets Algonquin up with very good field position, 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line. Still all the time in the world for them to launch a drive that will tie this game up. They've only really threatened once. They came up a yard short. Riley Greenwald is the quarterback. In motion to the near side and getting the carry is Rio Ferguson. Now it's a toss pass back down the far sideline, incomplete. Nick Alessi was there.
Out of camera range, I guess.
I bit on the play fake there, but the Raider defense thankfully did not.
There it is over there. He was there. He had good coverage.
It was a catchable ball, just a little bit out of Alessi's reach. Algonquin took a shot on 1st down. They were not able to get it. Second down and 10 now for Algonquin. Alessi goes in motion, trying to set up the quick pass over the middle. It is caught by Blanchard. He is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. He's got a boat full of Raiders pulling him down.
Reception. And Greenwald gets about a foot.
I mean, guys, throw a dart at the Raider roster. One of them was there making the tackle. Let's say Erickson Danger, because that's a great name I haven't called tonight.
47. Under 7 to play.
There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4,
5,
everybody.
6. Guys tackling guys who aren't even carrying the football.
A gain of 0.
Now it's 3rd down and 10. Greenwald rolling right and throwing right. Pass for Blanchard is caught.
Greenwald's pass to Blanchard is complete.
I got to tell you guys, if I'm Tom DiGeronimo, I am finding the 2 most athletic guys on my defense and saying to both of them, you cover number 20.
He's been the only guy
Talked about that earlier.
He's been the only guy they've thrown it to.
Greenwald on the night, 12 out of 20 for 153 yards. And I got to tell you, it feels like at least 8 of those have gone to Blanchard. Now I'm telling Sean Sweeney what to do, so he's not going to give me that stat because I'm being a jerk. 1st and 10 for Algonquin. Alessi gets the carry on the sweep. Trying to turn the corner. He does a little bit. There is a penalty marker down. There are 2 penalty markers down.
Nice toss by the back judge. That was about 30 yards on the flag toss.
It's a beautiful throw with the penalty flag.
Usually on
Upsetting.
the offense here. Illegal block, a hold.
Play takes that long to turn the corner and then finally does. Got to think somebody might have taken an advantage.
Block in the back. Offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 1st down.
So guys, our official tonight knows the signal for a blindside block, which I have never seen, but I don't think he knows the difference between pass interference and block in the back. Block in the back is just one hand, right?
So this is the block. Obviously against Algonquin.
So 10 yards assessed from the spot of the foul. We'll call it now 1st down and 22 and a fumble on the snap.
Pittsburgh may have it.
Greenwald is close to it. Fitchburg may have it.
Oh,
They do.
It is recovered by the Raiders.
Okay. Might end up seeing that full goal attempt anyways in a little while. We can't get one in.
Jamarco Santiago picking up the loose ball.
Low snap. Greenwald can't pick it up. And he just gets out muscled to the ball.
Santiago did a great job not only reaching for the ball, but turning his body so that his back was between the ball and Riley Greenwald. Now on 1st down, Okendo the carry. Nothing doing there. Actually, my apologies. That's Duncan Poitras with the carry.
Poitras on the carry, number 27.
Which leaves us 2nd and 10.
It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Now it's in Fitchburg's, you know, it's their court now.
Well, given what we've seen out of the Raider offense tonight and the fact that they have their backup quarterback Broussard in the game, you've got to think they're just going to hand it off 3 times.
Quendo's not in the game either.
2nd down handoff. Poitras again breaks a few tackles. He's able to get some yardage out of it. It's only a gain of maybe 4.
McAvoy.
It will be 3rd down and 6 rather. We'll take a look at this one again.
4 yards on the
Initially, this play looks like it's going nowhere, but Poitras does a nice job here of breaking the tackle at the line of scrimmage. He'll get forward for 4 yards. Quendo back in.
McAvoy and Jeffrion made the tackle. Oquendo gets it on 3rd down. Plunges forward. He's got the 1st down.
What a push.
Move the chains to the 30-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick.
You've got it right, Dave. That clock keeps on ticking.
That may get Taylor Allen, the head coach of Algonquin, to start thinking about maybe having to use some timeouts here.
I think if he still had 5, he would have been taking them on the last series.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Now he has to be a little more judicious with his timeout usage.
1st and 10. No surprise handoff up the middle. Algonquin knew it was coming, and this time they stopped it. Derek Blanchard making the tackle.
Blanchard on the tackle of Oquendo.
Clock continues to run.
Remember with the rule change, as soon as the play stops, it's a 40-second play clock. Pittsburgh should run this thing all the way down as far as they can.
3:15 and counting down.
Tyler Broussard, backup quarterback for the Raiders, leads his offense back up onto the field. We'll see just exactly how they get the ball in the hands of Anthony Oquendo. They hand it to him. Bounces to the right, cuts forward. He's into the 2nd level, and he's close to the 1st down. Going to mark him about 2 yards shy and stop the clock. That's the 1st timeout for Algonquin.
Well, Algonquin really selling out, trying to stop the run, but with the speed of Oquendo, he cuts it to the outside, breaks a couple of tackles, and will bring up a 3rd down and a long 3 or short 3. As you said, John, they had to use a timeout already. And if Fitchburg can get another 1st down here, they can.
If they get a 1st down here, it is all but over. Algonquin can stop the clock just twice more. Take a look at this one again. Right at the end here, Oquendo fighting for every bit of yardage that he can get. Anthony Oquendo over 100 yards on the ground tonight. He has been the focal point of the Raider offense. Although it was the Raiders special teams unit, pretty much, the defense and the special teams all by themselves responsible for putting up those 7 points. If the offense can get 1 1st down here, it'll be a big, big play. Running left, Oquendo cuts forward, a flag comes in. Oquendo is short of the line to gain, slow to get up. Fontecchio with the tackle, but we will check the foul.
He whacked him pretty hard.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
Okay.
And that makes it a lot harder for Fitchburg High. See if we can spot the hold here.
Well, they're in the lead. Let's not forget that.
I think you've got a bear hug right there applied to Rio Ferguson. I think that might be the foul.
There goes the clock, 2:40 and running.
Then Fontecchio delivered a heck of a hit to Anthony Oquendo. Now 3rd and 13. Do the Raiders trust Brassard to throw the ball at all?
Yep.
He looks to throw, throws left, pass is low, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Donovan DeLeon. So they go to the air, and it winds up biting them in the backsides. A free clock stoppage for the Tomahawks.
There's a timeout.
That saves a timeout for Algonquin. By throwing the incomplete pass, they get the safe one.
Algonquin will get the ball back. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Surprisingly, they have nobody deep.
I think they're going to sell out, try to block this kick. Low snap. Falcon does get it away. There's nobody there. It takes a Raider bounce, and it is going to be
Don't pick it up.
downed inside the 4-yard line. Brian Rivera there to pick it up. You said it, Mike. Algonquin had nobody there to return this kick. The Tomahawks are now backed up inside their 5 again.
Well, they got to go 95 yards in 2 minutes, and they have 2 timeouts.
We've seen a pretty strong arm on Riley Greenwald, the sophomore QB. He has been inaccurate at times. Algonquin's biggest passes have been quick hitters, running back screens, that sort of thing. They've got time, 2:13, 2 timeouts, but it's 1st and 10 at the 4. It'll be 1st and 5 at the 9.
Offside, defense, 5 yards, still 1st down.
A little bit of breathing room for the Tomahawks. Greenwald won't have to set up in his own end zone if he goes shotgun. 1st and 5 now, Tomahawks at their own 9. Plenty of pressure. Greenwald has to get out of it. He's going to be spun down. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. A flag comes in very late. Is this going to be another dumb penalty on the Raiders here?
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 46, defense. 15 yards of 1st down. That is his first unsportsmanlike towards ejection.
Yep.
So
Another stupid penalty. You answered your own question.
So the Raider defense has given Algonquin 20 of the 96 yards. 46, Colin Dudek is the man responsible here. You can see him standing over, talking down to, now shoving the Algonquin player, Greenwald. Can't do that, Colin.
Yeah, that is stupid.
1st and 10 Tomahawks at their own 15. Greenwald throws right, pass is complete. Across the 35 to the 40, ball is loose, but it goes out of bounds. Another break for the Tomahawks. Derek Blanchard with the catch, run, and fumble. Stop the clock, move the chains. 1:54 to play. Algonquin's on the move.
Well, he didn't get out of bounds because he stopped. They only stopped the clock to reset the chains. Algonquin wasting a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Really not managing the clock well right now.
Greenwald barking signals at the line. Sets up the wide receiver screen to the far side. It's caught by Alessi, but absolutely nothing there. He's got the whole Raider defense on top of him. Might have gained 3 yards. 20 seconds gone.
They burned a good 20-25 seconds to gain 2 yards.
Back to live action here. Greenwald under pressure, rolls to his right, wants to throw long, throws right, passes high, tipped it, incomplete. Was off the hands of Latrell Body. Adrian Martinez was desperately trying to pull it in, couldn't get to it. Take a look at it again.
Half roll by Greenwald. Throws it over to the middle in coverage. And off a couple of Red Raider hands.
I think Gabriel Rivera got a tip on it.
Not a bad pitch there. Most of those made. Sub coming in. No, we'll get.
It's 3rd and 8 at the 44. Algonquin needs to get to the Fitchburg 48 to move the chains.
And coming into the near side.
Greenwald throws to the right for Ferguson. Pass is caught.
He didn't get out of bounds either.
It's at the 49-yard line. He's short of a first down. Stop the clock, timeout. 55 seconds left.
Forces Algonquin to take a timeout because they have to get a play here to get the first down, or the game's over.
So it'll be 4th down and 4 after this play here. They sent Ferguson in motion to the near side. You can see Greenwald staring him down, finally decides to find him. Really good work by Gabriel Rivera, the open field tackle, keeping Ferguson in bounds.
I think his tackle actually hit him in the head. He hit the ground with his head. Might have been marked back a little bit, but it doesn't matter. He wasn't going to make the first down anyways.
Take a look at it again.
You could use the great Cooney Weiland line. I think he hit his head, Don.
Yes.
4th down and 3. Raiders get a stop. This game is over. Empty backfield for Algonquin. Greenwald rolling to his left. Under pressure, under a lot of pressure. Breaks free. He rolls to his right. Still got to get rid of it. No flags in the backfield. He tries to keep it himself.
He's short.
Steps out of bounds. I think you're right, Mike. He is definitely short of the line. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but he needed 3 more than that. The Raider defense stands tall. Dave Clark, take a look at this play again.
Yeah, they're trying to explain this at the end that he did not make it. You see the roll. The roll keeps going on.
I don't know why he cut to the outside and headed to the sidelines. He needed to cut that ball back up inside.
Might have lost track of where he was on the field.
Yeah.
Miguel Torres was right on top of him. And now
2 snaps, it's over.
Raiders can just kneel it out. Tyler Broussard, come on, take a snap. The Raiders will go to 3 and 2.
Hang on to this one. First home win of the year.
One more snap, and it will be the first home win of the
Their mathematics apparently say that the game is done.
Now they're lining up for one more snap. They're not letting anybody on the field. In theory, Algonquin could be jerks and take a timeout, force them to snap it twice more.
Clock is official.
Yes, it is.
And there it is.
Now it's officially over.
Fitchburg High goes to 3-2 on the season. A big win over Algonquin. Dave, the defense for the Red Raiders was fantastic all night.
Well, not only tonight, but for the entire week season. They had the first game, that game out in Springfield, but after that,
Yeah, week one, there was a bunch of points scored. And since then, it's been all defensive struggles. And you're right, Dave, that their defense has been great all season. The offense has struggled, and the offense didn't score any points again tonight, but special teams got them 7 points and a win.
7 points, all you need. Simply fantastic game of football here at Crocker Field. We thank you so much for being here with us. Bit of business before we take off. We want to thank one more time our football underwriters here on FATV. North End Subaru Mazda, 757 Chase Road in Lunenburg. Grand Rental Station, 88 Massachusetts Avenue, also Lunenburg. The Red Apple Farm, 455 Highland Ave in Phillipston. Fitchburg State University, 160 Pearl Street, and frankly everywhere in Fitchburg. Neshoba Valley Medical Center, 200 Groton Road in Air. Romano's Market, 138 Harvard Street in Fitchburg. And IC Federal Credit Union, 300 Bemis Road in Fitchburg. And of course, you see there the names of our fantastic crew. Thanks to all of them. Mike Flynn, final thoughts on what was a very impressive home win for the Red Raiders.
That was quite a slobber knocker. Neither team offensively could get anything going except for in spurts. And
this right here was the key play.
Their defense is right here where Pittsburgh picked up the short punt, run it in for the touchdown, took the extra point, and the defense holds on for the win, and they won their first win at Crocker Field this season. They'll be right back next week here.
yeah, they're throwing some highlights on TV right now if you're watching them at home. But a good win. I mean, there were plenty of times they could have gone south here, and they didn't. They hung in there, and they hung in it, and they played a tough game defensively like I hadn't seen in a while, really.
North Middlesex here next week.
North Middlesex here at Crocker Field next week, but don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, Elliott Field, it'll be Fitchburg State University football. Doubleheader weekend for us here on FATV. But for now, for Dave Clark, Mike Flynn, and the entire FATV crew, I'm John Gugerty. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on FATV.